Hello, everybody. Welcome. Looks like you can hear me okay. I'll give it a moment to see who comes on. Happy Father's Day, by the way. I have my black sage lit. So I'm just keeping it going. Setting intentions, cleansing space, making sure it's pure. Today I'm going to deliver a channeled message that I just got, as well as card messages, and then I'm going to do a violet flame healing for everybody on behalf of Father's Day. Now, I know it's Father's Day, so some people might not come to the live today, and that's okay. Whenever you find this video, it is for you, okay? All right, so for those who don't know me, my name is Master Juniper Blue Mystique. I am an Ascension Master, Master Healer, and a Divine Guide. Yeah, I'm many things, so I encourage you to check out every video on this channel, which could take a little while, but some of them are actually the Return of Christ work, okay? So welcome. If you come to the live, feel free to stay. Don't be afraid. I see people pop in and out. It is what it is. Anywho, so we have a channeled message. I have my candle lit. I am going to be doing a healing today. So this is that, okay? This is a space of healing, of cleansing, of intuitive cleansing, and more. All right, especially for the twin flames. So on my journey, the Return of Christ, that is what it has been. That's been a very not easy journey, to say the least. It's not what people thought it would be. It's not even what I thought it would be. It is much more intense, much more everything. And in that, I had a twin flame journey, okay? I found out I was a twin flame, which I didn't even believe in those. I was not into spirituality prior. Hello, Lisa. Says nobody's here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And then, after my sudden awakening, I started doing these things. My whole life became rearranged, and I ended up moving 2 doors down from my actual twin flame. I wish I could go back in time, because there was a lot of struggle in the ascension, in the Return of Christ, and in the twin flame union. And I even lost my original twin flame, but I got a walk-in DM. Okay. And even since I had a walk-in DM, it's still kind of the same yucky energies that are still present within it to keep you apart. Right. And so that's what the Return of Christ is about, is everything that was undone has been made right again. Okay. Light cannot be used in darkness anymore, and you cannot bring darkness into light. All right. So to get to the new earth, you have to let go of all of the matrix. Right? And so that's also why I want to provide some healing today, to allow us to do that more and more. But I also want to provide healing for twin flames, for everybody, right? All masculines, my DM, because I have a beautiful walk-in, like I talk about, and it was a painful journey. It really, truly was a painful journey to unite with my DM and to not allow any darkness to stop us, right? And that is your key into the new earth. Is the more you can choose unconditional love over darkness, the more you learn the lessons of the past, the more you rise. Okay. So with that being said, my whole entire channel depicts the return and what happened with my twin flame and things. And he means the world to me. So I do truly wish to heighten this healing, to expand into everything, all encompassing twin flames, every person, especially men out there, right, that really want the healing for today, because it is Father's Day. I don't have a father to celebrate. My father passed on, and then, our Father God. And then my kids don't have a father either. So for me, it's just another day, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't ignore the fact that it's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to those daddies out there. It's important to be a father. It's important to take on that role. Our children need both, right? My daughter not having her father actually had tragedy happen recently, because she's constantly searching for that love. And so we do need it. We really do need it. So thank you. If you are a father, if you didn't, if you chose to be a father and you chose to stay, or just were thrown, whatever the case may be for you, if you are there, thank you. All right. So Saint Germain has a message today. It's open your heart space. Okay. Forgive, regroup, and deep dive. All right. Allow yesterday to fade away and open up to the newness of each day. So that's kind of why I brought up the twin flame thing too. Is like there were mistakes on the twin flame union, the return of Christ, and not all were on the masculine side, right? Like both of us were thrown off. It was a very difficult journey. And then since I had a walk-in, it's still not been easy. And so I can think of the past. I can be like, well, I want to go backwards. I wish I could fix that. I wish I could do that differently. But we can't. We can never go backwards. There's a lot of talk about past life healings. And your main focus should be right now. Everything is playing out regardless right now. And so you can invoke the past to be in the present. You can invoke and request to have redemption, to have another opportunity. And if there's time and we're lucky enough, we are presented with that opportunity regardless of what time and space we're in. Okay. So don't worry about going backwards. Worrying about doing it right from the here and the now. Okay. Bringing beauty into the newness of every day. So that's part of the message today. So breathe in love and light. Exhale what does not feel right. Okay. These energies are insane, right? Like they are totally insane. They are Christ light. They're 7D, tenfold coming in, boom, boom, boom. And I knew they would. I've been talking about that since activating the pyramids. They're potent, powerful energies. Okay. So it kicks your butt to a great degree. And then we've got summer solstice, and then we've got a full moon coming. And in Patreon, I'll probably end up doing a live healing for both of those. But because it's a big deal, like these energies are huge. So make sure you're breathing. Let's not forget to breathe. That's one of the most powerful things we have. Breathing in, taking the time to breathe in every day, and breathe in love, breathe in light, right? Especially when you're struggling. And I know I have been. And exhale what does not feel right. So take those deep breaths into that tummy of love and light, and exhaling what doesn't feel right. Okay. Redemption can be yours if you want it. You have to want it. And then you have to take action every day. You matter more than you know. All right. And this is from Saint Germain. You matter more than you know. All right. Especially those fathers out there, right? We all matter so much. It is time to leave the past behind. Now that statement right there, I feel like is individual and massively collective, right? That's what the matrix is dying. It really, truly is slowly dying. And things are starting to rise in its place. And it just depends on where your heart is to what reality you are going to embrace. Okay. But either way, it's time to leave that past behind because it is the great reset. All right. We got to leave it alone. We got to let it go. Full power, heart opened, masterful time. Right? So it's a full power, heart opened, masterful time. So you can break that down. I need to be in my full power. I need to have my heart opened, which I closed mine down. I did. This time I did it. And then masterful time. I closed my heart down and I started letting the negativity take over because in aligning with my new DM, it's a battle again, right? And I'm tired. I'm so tired of that journey. And it's just exhausting. Because it's a constant push against that love, right? And recently I felt his love and then he took it away and I just crashed. I was like, what's the point? So don't do that. Let's call our power back. Let's keep our heart open no matter what is happening, no matter what is unfolding. And we can choose to let go of the illusion and create the love and the reality that we choose every given moment. Okay, so masterful, full power, heart opened time. All right, makes sense? Okay, so that was the message there. I would like to pull a surrender card because I'm being told to. And this is for everybody, but Father's based, right? I've got the fathers in my heart and my mind because it is Father's Day. And I don't have a father to celebrate myself, and I can't help my kids celebrate theirs. So I just want to help celebrate you if you're a father. So let's see what fathers can surrender and what we can surrender. This is for everybody, really. And then we will go straight into our violet flame healing if you would like some. Excuse me. When I tune in, I burp. If you don't know that, I don't mean to be rude. It's gross. When I first had my awakening and I started doing those crazy healings, like I would literally go outside of myself. I would draw the light through these people. I could see them wherever they were. I would take on their symptoms. Like, it was really rough. I would like, one of them had seizures, and I took on and had a full-blown seizure. My neck went out for like 3 days. One of them had a fever of like 103, and I took on a fever of 103. Recently, I did a healing on a little boy on here, live, a couple months ago maybe. And God allowed me to take his symptoms from him because he was only 2. And so I would do that. And it took a long time to kind of regulate. And now it is expressed with burping and sweating. And it's gross. It's like a gross, but we don't have better ways, right? And I'll cry for them sometimes too. So it's just how I release and connect. See? Sometimes I freak people out. They're like, ew, gross. She just burped in my ear. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. What do we need to surrender? I'm a girly girl when I want to be. I don't mean to burp in your ear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh boy. So what should we surrender right now and going forward, especially for this Father's Day? Oh, I like this. So this is kind of part of the message, right? Saint Germain says, allow yesterday to fade away and open up to the newness of each day, right? So let the past go. And this says surrender to what is. Okay? Flow with what is instead of fighting it. It's a big message right here. Don't fight it. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. And that's what I'm having to do as well. Because things aren't what I want them to be. Things didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. The return of Christ had some mishaps in it, and it makes me sad. It makes me very sad. Not necessarily that I have a new DM, because I think I love him more than I loved my first one. That's true. But it didn't happen to where everybody got to see that love rise together. It didn't happen to where, just so beautifully and in grace and in the full power of Christ. It was very mocked, judged, and there was a death involved. So I have to surrender also to what is. I have to accept the way it is. I have to accept that people still are not intrigued and happy that the Holy Grail was undone and things like that. And they're judging me, including my own kids, right? So we have to surrender to what is sometimes. But I know what's real. Okay. So I'm not going to fight anything. I can't make my DM be here with me, even though I wish I could, because that's where I'm sad, right? But I have to accept it compassionately. Okay, so no matter what has happened, and also what just happened to my child, I have to accept it compassionately. And I also have to forgive those who trespass against us, right? Because they can't see clearly or whatever the reason. So I feel like that's the biggest part right now. Forgiveness, surrendering to what is, compassionately accepting. Okay, and that will bring you peace. Not worrying about the past, not worrying about what happened, being in the here and the now, redeeming what we can with the here and the now, talking to God, letting God know what our heart wants, and then just being open to what it is. Okay, but taking actions as they present themselves. Because we can have knowledge all we want, right? We can learn things, we can read things, we can hear things, we can receive messages tenfold from Spirit. But if we don't take them to the heart and actually take action upon that knowledge, it does no good. Okay, so take the action with the knowledge and surrender to what is. All right, so if y'all are ready to receive some healing, I know I am. I'm going to truly include myself in this one. I'm going to invoke the angels tenfold because I don't want to just give this healing. I want all of us to receive. So especially my DM and I, you guys, fathers, whoever comes to this live, whenever they come, even if it's not live, you will be called in. Okay? All right. Okay. I do have pink tourmaline with us. Beautiful pink tourmaline. I really am drawn to this lately. I really, really like it. I also have some Pachymer diamonds. Pachymer, not Herkimer. They come from Pakistan instead of Herkimer, New York. And then I have some grape agate or agate, whatever you want to call it. And I have my blue kyanite I need to call in. And my chevron amethyst. And I'm just going to include these in the energy, okay? I have already lit my sage and lit my candle. So if Spirit wants me to call these in and do healings with them, kind of like they do in Reiki, I will do the same. Because as a master healer, I do everything, okay? Excuse me. So if you're here to receive, just receive. Be open. Stay still. Don't let anything take you out, okay? So I'm going to start by calming the energy. I'm playing my third eye crystal bowl right now. I'm being told to really truly draw in the chevron amethyst, okay? Excuse me. So I'm going to pull in the energy of this right now and start to clear our outer vortex. This is kind of beyond our aura. They're having me clear the energy that rises through and out beyond your aura. So I'm doing that. And I call forth again the angels of all that is, the creator. Let me say that right. I don't know why I'm nervous today. Just calm that energy. I call forth the creator of all that is and all the angels to be with us in this present space and time. Saint Germain is stepping in. He did come in for the message as well, so he is also here. Saint Germain usually deals with the violet flame, but when you work with me in the Return of Christ, Saint Germain always holds the Akashic records. So everything I did was written in the Akashic records, but in truth, he is the violet flame keeper. Okay, he works with it a lot, so that's common. Sandalphon is also coming in with the Seraphim angel energy. Saint Genevieve is also here. Metatron and Merlin are also stepping forward. And I don't know if I said Archangel Gabriel, but he is also here. And he is here with the energy of like golden light connecting straight to God. And so is Sandalphon because of the Seraphim energy angel stuff. So I want you to understand that this is a direct line connector to God today. Okay. We're going to be really close with God in this healing. So I'm calling in the highest light forth, in and out only. I remove all energies that don't belong. And I put up protections far and wide of the highest light in and the highest light out. I call in all elements to join us at this time, and the trees of light are coming in. The donk. For if you've watched my journey, I've had to use the trees instead of the 144,000. More mishaps on the ascension that break my heart. Okay. So the trees are reflecting all of the Christ light, and I can see the trees. They're expanding and they're pulsating right now on the earth, just as we all are, if we are at all, right? We have to remember that not everybody here is even connected to that light. Okay. Some are like puppeteers, I guess you could call them. That's what Spirit's calling them. Okay. So all of these angels are coming in and surrounding us, and I'm calling in anybody's energy who wishes to participate of the highest light possible. So if you're kicked out, that's because you choose to be in some way, shape, or form, right? If your heart's not quite pure enough, it can be hard to receive all the work that I do. So it's whoever's open, whoever's ready, who has the intent to be here. No matter when you find this video. I'm calling in all of those energies and the most protective, profound light, and a little bit of a sphere of pyramid activations as well. So we have Indonesia, Myanmar, Machu Picchu, Budapest, and Thailand. Even Fiji. Those pyramids are kind of circling us today for this healing. They're very active, they're very vibrant, but not in a way to kick buddy out on the timelines, right? Just in the way to put up protections and beautiful Christ healing light for this healing today. Kind of like an ascension sphere in a way. So if you are participating at this time, it would be a great time to make sure your feet are on the floor. Keep in mind, I keep my eyes closed a lot for these. If you do comment, please do. I will check it later when I'm done, if not halfway through at some point. If there's like urgent, Spirit will nudge me to open my eyes anyway. So I am here, but just know that my eyes do remain closed a lot. But put your feet on the floor because the earth is healed. She is pure light now. There's no more darkness in her. All darkness is surface and is exiting out through every ascension phase, I guess we should say. So you want to ground. So we're going to ground you completely. But I want your feet on the ground, okay? And put your palms facing up for receptivity. That's all you have to do. And then just breathe into your body. When you feel things that I'm doing, just breathe into it. Try to follow my voice. If your mind starts taking over, I want you to track your body. If your mind gets too conjunct and won't shut up, that's because you're in it. So I want you taking your focus from your forehead down to your nose, down your mouth, down your neck, and just consciously track your body. Okay. And you can go all the way down to your feet. You can go to your heart and stay there, whatever works for you. That is a great tool when your mind starts getting congested. Okay. So the violet flame will be present today, but I'm also feeling Tatanka coming in, and I don't know why. And so within this energy portal that we're in, it's like pyramids that I've activated. These are filled with Christ light, you guys. This is very powerful, potent energy. And then we're also surrounded and pulsating through the Christ light of the trees. Okay, that's why in the Schumann, you'll see tree images, because the 144,000 were not able to carry up that light like they should have. So the trees are. Okay, and they're expanding, and I can feel it. I could hear it cracking in the earth, and I can feel their genetic genome pool just expanding. The trees are expanding. Oh yeah, that's why they used to be so big, because the earth was more expansive. So all life is doing that. Okay, there's new species popping up, there's new things popping up, and everything is expanding. So right away, I'm being drawn to start to draw up the light from the crystalline grid. So your feet are on the ground, correct? If they're not, we're energetically pushing you down anyways. The angels will help me with this, but I'm going to draw some light up now from the crystalline grid and also the tree roots. So I'm using both, and I'm going to draw up this line of light. This is how I'm going to start this healing today. Coming up from the earth, up through the layers, opening up your earth star chakra, just like a beautiful blossoming flower, and drawing that light slowly into your feet. And I'm just going to let it rest at your feet for a moment. And Archangel Gabriel and I are going to draw down Christ light and golden light energy from the heavens above. This is like from the area of the ashram of Christ. So if you did my ascension healings, you'll know what that is. It's not a normal place. It's not a place a lot of people go to. This is very potent light. And I'm going to bring that down slowly through your upper energy vortexes. So just breathe and remember to consciously track down your body if your mind takes over. Take a breath in, release out, and focus down. So Tatanka right now is taking light from the Fiji portal. It's actually the God portal, and there is a pyramid underwater that I activated there. That was done when I undid the false veil, okay, which was Mount Shasta. It's very important to understand this. And he is taking this light from the God portal and drawing an Ankh on your third eye. An Ankh, that is the true cross. So the Ankh, Tatanka, is drawing in light on your third eye at this time. And as I'm bringing down this light from the heavens above, it's coming down and it's going to start to remove any muck from the higher chakras. So our upper chakra vortex, some of you definitely don't have activated what some of us have, right? Because as you rise, you have to activate a dormant chakra system. And I can actually see that here. So some are actually turned off. They just haven't activated yet. You haven't quite risen to that point, and that's okay. So we will bypass, but we're cleansing and purifying all that is in this space that is active and open for doing so. Now, as I'm coming down, I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my head. Whoa, a lot. So I'm bringing the light down towards the crown now. Whoa. And I feel a bit of a block, like my crown had just shut down. And remember, I have that light at our feet. It's just kind of circulating through the soul chakras of your feet, purifying them. And it's slowly starting to rise up into your ankles and your calves. And that's where I'm going to leave that light for now. And I'm drawing down now into your crown from the heavens above. And Metatron is going to start to purify, cleanse, activate, balance your Merkaba. We should be in a crystalline grid, like a crystalline self state, right? So a very higher vibrational crystalline chakra state. So some are not quite there and some are. So there's quite a different bit of frequencies that I'm seeing here, and that's okay. He is going to do what is for you. Okay. So if yours has not been activated, it's activating. If it just needs balancing, he's balancing it. Whatever you need and can accept is being done for you at this time within your Merkaba. I do see in the masculine side of the Merkaba some debris, and it kind of goes down to the feminine side. And so they are cleansing that. So I'm starting to come down into the crown. And as I'm doing this, Saint Germain is going to also step in with the violet flame. So he's going to slowly start to burn away within the crown chakra with the violet flame anything that does not he's going to transmute everything that doesn't align. Okay. So purify, divine connection, psychic connection and empowerment, and removing what doesn't align within there. Purifying the crown chakra and opening it to the umpteenth degree. So the violet flame, he's like placing above our heads, and it's going to start to get bigger and drop down as I drop the light down. Okay. So I'm dropping the light in, opening up, and the violet flame is coming behind and purifying, repairing, and cleansing. And I can feel it. I feel a lot going on in my head. There's a lot of pressure, especially towards my right side and the back side of my head. So I'm able to really draw in the light now into the crown. I feel like it's opening up, and the violet flame is starting to transmute any debris, anything that doesn't align. Now, keep in mind, the violet flame is very powerful. When you go into the new earth, I actually cleanse you with the white and the violet flame. They're highly purification. Okay, they remove what does not align with the new earth. Oh. Now Tatanka is going to grab some more light from the Fiji portal in the pyramid, and he's putting it on our heart. So he's drawing a Ankh on the heart space now. This is like a light activation of the Ankh on the forehead, and then he's going to the heart, and he's making sure the Ankh, the true cross, is active within you. Okay, so I'm starting to draw the light down from the crown into the third eye. And we're going to start opening the third eye. So I'm drawn to the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, the pineal gland, and the thyroid here. Sorry. There's some detoxing going on here. I need to detox this space big time for myself and for all of us involved, okay? So as I'm drawing the light into our third eye, our pineal gland, pituitary gland, hypothalamus, and thyroid, I'm going to draw up mineral-rich soil and water from the earth, okay? These are purified. These are cleansed. And they are so rich in iron and minerals and everything that we would need. And then the water has also expanded and been healing and so purified at this time. So we're drawing all of that up through your feet, your calves, your knees, your thighs, into your hips. We're going to bypass the lower chakras for now because I'm going to beeline it straight to the third eye. So I'm drawing all this energy, the soil and the water and the light, into the third eye. This is your hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal gland, and thyroid. And I'm going to bring up the soil and the water. The soil to help remove any debris and help bring in nutrients that we need to help release hormones and balance the frequencies within our third eye and our brain cortex. And our metabolism through our thyroid. And bringing in pure sand, a soil. It's like the most soft, dark brown dirt. It's just so yummy. Like you can grow anything in this. It's so pure and so potent and so vibrant and so mineral rich. And it provides the iron that we need. And it even cleanses the blood. Okay. But I'm bringing all of that straight into pituitary, pineal, thyroid, and hypothalamus. And your epiglottis. And we're doing a nice cleansing. And now I'm going to remove any muck and debris on your pineal gland. I'm detoxing it. I'm deeply removing any debris, any crustation on the pineal gland. And as I'm doing that, Saint Germain is following behind with the violet flame now. So it's starting to enter into the brain, into the cortex of the third eye, right? Which is through this space and underneath the brain and the pineal gland. It also connects to multiple components, the pituitary, the hypothalamus, the epiglottis, the thyroid, all connected, my friends. So I'm going to bring this in even more. And I can see the violet flame just starting to come down and to burn off the rest, to burn off the energies that do not align from every moment in time. And as I'm doing that, I'm being drawn to throw up some Christ light through the trees into the dome. Okay, because when my DM transitioned and I got a walk in, we completed the dome of Christ light protection, right? Because the earth is both what? Round and flat. It's both. There is a round sphere. So that is reflecting, and I'm drawing up light through the trees at this time. We need the protection. You guys, and I'm just in the crown and the third eye, but I'm feeling yuckiness in my solar plexus already. Like it doesn't feel good suddenly. Just doesn't feel good. I don't want to throw up. And with that, Saint Germain is bringing more violet flame into your auric field. Okay, it's like expanding that flame. He's like taking the flame and dousing it through your auric field, all of ours. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, you guys. It's big time. Oh, it's not good. I'm drawing also a subtle flow of light into the causal chakra from the third eye. So it's like a beeline toward the backside of our head. Some of yours need activation. Some need purification and cleansing and alignment. So there's actually a connection between the third eye and causal chakra that I am activating, repairing, and building. Oh, I'm sweating. Like that was intense. What the hell? Whew. Oh, whew. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know what that was, but I'm like, ooh, that was intense. That was some stuff we were removing there for sure. I'm like dripping sweat down my spine now. It's like literally just dripping down my backside. That was intense. So I'm going to tune in deeper. I'm being told to tune in deeper. So I'm going to focus from the outside in between my eyes of my forehead. And I'm going to draw my focus into the center of our brain, our pineal gland, our pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, the epiglottis, the thyroid, because they're all connected. They worked in conjunction, okay? So when one becomes murky, the rest becomes murky. When we're cleansing one, we truly need to cleanse them all. Oh, and then there's the soil. Some more soil coming in throughout them to help purify and then to help plant that flower, right? Each chakra is also represented by a flower in that soil so it can blossom and bloom so beautifully and purificationally. And then I'm bringing in the water to help nurture the energy, the flowers, the life within you to help continue the purification and detox. And then more. So when we did the outer bills, when I got sick, something happened there, right? Like that was insane. So I'm bringing the violet flame back into the third eye more and into the causal chakra to transmute what does not belong. They're also asking that I cleanse the trees with the violet flame. So I'm going to expand it. Saint Germain's going to continue working with you. I'm going to take the violet flame now and expand it to the tree line of the earth. All the trees to be transmuting with the violet flame at this time. It's necessary. So just drawing all of that flame to transmute all of the trees. So it's almost like they have been reborn. Right? Releasing a past timeline from the trees at this time is necessary. And as I'm doing that, I see all the pain. I see them being chopped down and burned and like all of these things happening. And I see like these big storms coming in and the trees just getting wham, like slammed. Oh, it hurts. It actually hurts. They feel. Oh, you guys, I didn't expect that, but that's like their whole like just part of themselves just dying and transmuting and rising above and releasing all that once was from the earth, the sorrow, the mutilation, because we had powerful trees all over the nation that they took away. They chopped down, they burned intentionally, not including the other things. So it's been intense. I just shed a tear for the trees. That was insane. It hurts my heart. Sorry, it's emotional. I don't know why. Okay, so he's dousing more of the violet flame through the crown again. So just really purifying all of the crown chakra, making sure all debris is removed. And I'm being drawn to my amethyst, chevron amethyst. And I'm going to really help draw out any muck and any yuck. And then really awakening and activating that third eye. Now that we've decrusted, right? We've cleansed it, we've demucked it. I'm really making sure it's very sensitive to the world around you. So now I'm able to draw the light from the third eye going down into the throat. And as I'm doing that, there's a bit of a blockage in the throat. Oh. I need my kyanite. Blue kyanite is being called in now to help assist with the blockage removal of the throat. You guys, I have tears just pouring down my face. As I'm going into the throat, I'm seeing the DNA light up. So I'm seeing your genetic genome light up. genetosphere, whatever you want to call it, your genetic coding. And you all are actually having a crystal bench rise up underneath your tushy. No matter where you are, your own personal crystal bench. So I'm drawing it out of the earth and it's rising up slowly so that you can rest your energy upon. Okay? This crystal is specific to you, so you can tune into it if you'd like. It might even provide insight, but it's going to help draw out and heal what does not align. So I'm hearing mine is malachite and amethyst, and then it has like some rose quartz in it as well. So mine is a multiple energetic crystal bench. Okay. So I'm going to really draw down into the throat now, which is also affecting more of the thyroid. And as I do that, I'm going to draw up more of the soil from the earth into your feet, your calves, your knees, your thighs, up through your bone structure, your skeletal system. I'm going to draw it up through and then into your throat. So you have light coming down and the elements coming up to help detox, cleanse, align, and purify. So as I'm going into the throat, it's like completely, it's just very, very tight. It's very hard to get into the throat. Ugh. So they're cleansing my throat palate as well. I did. I'm guilty. I let energies in and I let it, and I just gave up for a moment. And I need to cleanse that. I need to repair that within me. So that's also within me. So any negative words, any lower vibrational frequency stuff that we have spoke out, that we have accepted, is being cleansed. Okay, so I'm starting to remove any debris, any untruths that we accept from others or from ourselves. And I'm taking this blue ball of light. So I'm just going to grab this very beautiful, like cobalt blue style color. It's a darker blue light, and I'm going to put it into our throat. And I'm drawing more of that golden nectar and white light down through the other vortexes and into the throat, and it's still quite blocked. Speak only love. That's what I'm hearing. Very important. So as I'm releasing that, it's also going into the auditory canal, right? Because we'll hear negative things and we'll allow it to reflect. So I'm drawing in a couple of into the throat. 275 hertz, 143 hertz, and 385. These frequencies I'm bringing into the throat at this time. I'm going to remove all of that energy that doesn't align, even before the violet flames. Remember, I'm still getting into the throat. Like, this is just trying to get in there. So I need to draw up some water from the earth. So I'm going to draw it all the way up your silver column to the throat is what they're saying. So I'm going to draw it up your backside, all the way into your throat. This water from the earth, and I'm going to allow it to swish around and help remove the debris. And it's going to drop back down into the earth to transmute. gross. Sorry. It's actually quite painful and disgusting. Get some water. Holy crap, you guys, the throat is kicking my butt. Ooh. I'm hearing believe in yourself. So where we don't believe in ourselves, it's really reflecting through the throat. I'm also being drawn to the tonsils. To the healing, huh? Oh, it's yucky. And the little dangly thingy at the back of the throat. I'm soothing it so I don't throw up because my whole throat feels activated. It just feels yucky. I'm also going down into the esophagus and the bronchial tubes with some healing light, some water, the water cleansing. Remember, we're bringing up the water through the backside and into the throat. So what I'm seeing within the throat is in the Matrix, you know, they use a lot of words against you. There's a lot of words in our vocabulary. We don't even realize what they do. So we need to pay more attention to how things feel, what they truly represent before we just speak them freely in the new earth. Okay. So some words will be eliminated from our vocabulary as we rise. So it's something that needs to be rectified and noticed. And accepted. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. So I feel like I finally got into the throat. It's open. Woo. That was rough. And I'm going to bring the violet flame, Saint Germain is actually, down into the throat very slowly. So it's going to go down the face and through the throat chakra, beginning to transmute everything that doesn't align. Also to connect you to that higher frequency vortex. Remember the Hurst frequencies here, it's all aligned, okay? And I've had throat activations, they're repairing. I let others dim my light. I did. Absolutely did. And I should not have. I am love. So I'm going to put that into your throat right now. I am love. And I'm unprogramming all that is not. Okay, so this is kind of like theta, but my version of it. Going into the subconscious and removing everything that is against the I am love. I am my truth. I only accept truth. And I'm seeing that blue color. Remember I told you I put that color of blue light? You guys, I'm seeing the light flow through my mind's eye. It's crazy. I know this is definitely shifting something. After that throat thing, I'm like, whoa, whoa, I needed that. Right? We needed that. And so I'm kind of expanding the throat with the violet flame now. I am beautiful, male or female, doesn't matter. I am beautiful just as I am, just as I am. I reflect only love. I need support with that too right now, let me tell you, okay? I reflect only love. And now a little bit of soil from the earth. So I'm going to draw up some soil through the feet, and the legs, up the silver column, and into the throat. This is mineral rich, iron rich, purification and detoxing soil. It does affect the bloodstream as well. So it's like iron rich and detoxing. And now the violet flame is like going another way. So I can feel it passing through like horizontally now, removing more debris. Hurtful words, right? So whether we hear them or we speak them, those are being burned away from the violet flame. So it is going into the auditory canal as well and up into the brain. So again, all connected. Oh, my throat needed that. It was so disgusting, but I feel so free right now. Oh my gosh. Woo. Mm. 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 And then I see the figure 8 between my throat and my heart. So for some of us, we have a new chakra there as well. So I'm not quite done with the throat, but I'm starting to draw down some light. But I'm seeing this figure 8. So that's representative of like relationship healing. So there's some relationship healing going on where words were spoken they should not have been, or things were read in the energy that was not right. Okay. So it's bringing all and transmuting what does not align with the highest divine light. And I can feel that. So as we're dropping down to the bottom of the throat now, that's where another block exists. Whoa. 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 Wow. That felt good. Oh my goodness. Mm. See, the twin flame that I am literally half my DM. I can feel him all on my left side. And when I can't feel him, it's devastating to me. I have fallen deeply in love with this person, more than I ever was with my original twin flame. And I just simply want there to be peace and love and union. Nothing less. That is my happy place. If we were together and people respected the return of Christ the way it should have been, I would be happy. So very happy. That is all I would need. So what is your happiness? Allow that to rise, because I feel that happening here as I'm dropping down now. The light from the throat is starting to go towards the heart. For some of us, there's another new chakra here. 7D, I talk about that. I brought in new planets and they have to align to our chakras, and we've activated dormant chakra systems. So if you make it into the new earth, right, which if you find me, you have a great chance to do so, you should be coming into new chakras at some point. So there's a little bit debris in that new chakra field. So some of you this won't reflect in, and some of you it might. So I'm removing that at this time. That's also reflective in my twin flame and I, and through all masculines on this planet, right? And feminines alike. So strange. So I just felt like this balance shift through that figure 8 between the throat and the heart, right? So our Merkaba is also involved in this because it's right in front of the heart. Okay. So consider there's multiple components happening here of healing. I'm drawing the light in. We're starting to enter into the heart as well. The Merkaba, the new chakra for some of us. And then there's a figure 8 of beautiful emotional healing repair. So this is where all relationships gone awry. The shadow got in, caused us to say things, see things, feel things that were not aligned with truth and with God. Chaos happens when our heart is not aligned with our mind. So opening that line from the heart to the mind, and then from the mind to your higher self. I'm drawing a light from the heart to the mind, and then from the mind to the higher self. And I'm also going to start to remove any collective mind junk out of the head. So I see like all of these people in there, and I'm just going to start to calm their energy. And at this time, I'm going to draw up light from the core through the trees and into the dome as well. It's like a heartbeat. Da-dunk, da-dunk, da-dunk. And then it's like sprinkles of beautiful Christ light just falling from the sky into the earth. Nice. And I just felt all that light just go vroom into the heart. Oh, I'm like, wow, it's more open than I thought. And then I felt this vroom. Nope, it's a little bit closed off. So there's some debris in the heart space I'm tuning into now. And Saint Germain is flowing behind more with the violet flame. So he's going to go again from above the crown down through the throat at this time for you. And again, he wants to go into the auric field with it. So he's going to hit the whole top half and go into your auric field with the violet flame at this time. As I'm focusing on the heart, I'm drawing that golden light and the white light of Christ into the heart and allowing it to open. I see a division of the heart here. Somebody's divided. I see two worlds. It's truly, I've got to say to this, okay, is that, the shadow's pushing hard through the entire Return of Christ. It fought back. I almost died. Okay, and my DM did die. And so there is backlash here. There is like this push to anchor us again into the matrix. So we need to be mindful. So I'm going to push all of the matrix component out of the heart. I'm going to slow down so I don't miss anything. So it's like on the whole right side of my heart, the matrix got in. Oh, again, at the bottom of my heart, it kind of hurts. My heart chakra, not my actual heart pump, but my chakra. So towards the bottom of the heart chakra, what would be on my right side, I am feeling some yuck. Just some yuck, some debris. My heart is like vibrant green on the top, and then it goes down to like this almost black color. I'm like, oh no, I had a pure heart. No. We're going to purify the darkness out of the heart. I feel like I just cracked the heart open, right? So it's very vulnerability exposure. I just opened up that heart, and you can feel vulnerable, you can feel exposed, and you can feel raw, but that's okay. We want those emotions out. We want them to flow. And then within that, I'm able to take out more of the matrix wall from the heart space for anybody who has that in there. The way I see it is almost like a program of numbers. When it's God's light, it's his language, okay? It's like written in language. But when it's the matrix, it's very number component. It's very strange. There's also a little bit of a virus matrix wall in somebody's backside of their heart chakra. So I'm going to remove that at this time. Kind of peeked at the comments for a second. I see you. Just enjoy the healing. We're getting there. This is a beautiful healing for everybody. So if you join in halfway, make sure you come back and do it all again, but you're still called in. So if you wish to receive, just put your feet on the floor, your palms up, and just be present. And the angels and I will take care of the rest. So my bench is also shifting. Remember, there's a bench there, and I just went into a little bit of a turquoise in it. So it got a little bit of a turquoise boost. So your bench might also shift. From time to time, feel free to check in on it. So I'm going to actually really reflect some light into that crystalline bench to help transmute and draw down all of these toxins from your system. And now the violet flame is going to start coming down from the throat. My ears, I could feel all of this muck in my ears too. Like they just got really clogged, really clogged. Oh, that was nice. So we're going to bring the violet flame down more into the heart. So Saint Germain's actually doing that mostly. I'm just kind of clarifying what he's doing for you, but he's bringing it from the throat down through the chest and into the heart space. Also into the Merkaba and also behind you. So our chakras behind us in our outer vortex. He's also wanting to purify with the violet flame right now. And into our silver column. So keep in mind, as I'm going down, he's going to keep going through that whole entire section again and again. This is a big time violet flame healing for all of us, me included. Okay, so in the heart, I'm hearing leave the past behind. It's time to leave the past behind. So I am going to burn all of David's energy. This will affect all of us. David was my original twin flame. That's the soul of Adam, Jesus, and Horus. They're all the same. I know this. During the return of Christ, those are the fragments we picked up as we cleared everything. Okay. So why I tapped into that, I don't know, but I'm hearing leave the past behind. So everything that's happened, everything that's been done, everything that's come before us, we need to let it go. So this will, like I said, affect everybody. I'm going to remove some of those shadow components that were of David aligned, my original twin flame. He had a black hole in his heart. And this is actually reflecting within our heart. I did not. I had a pure white heart. That's why I made it through and he did not. Plus, I brought the return on my own and then I got a walk in. And my walk in had a pure heart. Now there's energy getting in, trying to taint that on both ends, not just mine, but on both ends. So I'm healing that. And I feel like there's some connection. I realized it earlier today from the past, from the energy of my other twin flame. But for everybody, we're going to tune in. This is on the back side of your heart space, and we're going to leave the past behind. So we're going to use the violet flame now, and it's going to burn away all of this older energy, plus the matrix wall that I removed and everything. It's going to transmute all of that away from you. So he's completely taking the violet flame and beginning to circulate it through the vortex of your heart chakra from the center out. And then he will scan it from side to side and front to back with the violet flame. And Tatanka, again, is drawing another ankh on your forehead with light, but this time it's blue light. So it's blue light of an ankh. I can see the ankh too. Tatanka is going to come around just like they would do with ash, right? But he's using light. It's blue. And it's an ankh that he's drawing on your forehead for your third eye right now. And he will do it on your throat and then on your heart. An ankh, very important particular information, blue light, third eye, throat, and heart. So I still see a little bit of the the matrix wall, excuse me, within the heart that I'm just going to kind of cut off. It's like slime energy connections. Again, leave the past behind. Cannot change what's been done. But we can rise in love today. So dropping down into basically the very bottom depths of the heart chakra. That's where I feel it, almost where it starts to drop out of the heart chakra and into the solar plexus area. And it's just really purifying and drawing some hidden energy out from there. So this is hidden emotions, hidden energy trapped within the heart vortex from the past. This has everything to do with leaving the past behind, has everything to do with masculine connection to feminine aligned, has everything to do with everything. Okay, it's very deep. And drawing the violet flame again up to the throat a little bit. And Tatanka is now in the throat with the blue ankh. Now, from the heart, we're going to draw the violet flame down the arms and into the palm chakras to purify the palm chakras. and removing debris. So I'm seeing like the left palm, there's something being removed, but also my right palm, there's something being removed and healed and transmuted. So I'm going to drop down now into the solar plexus area. But in between that, there's another new chakra for some of us that have already made it into the new earth. It's only been a few people. And even some of those are kind of going dormant at this time. So I need to recognize that. But I'm just going to draw the light through that those aren't, and then draw it down into the solar plexus. Yeah, the shadow is wreaking havoc, and there are people cutting themselves off from the light. And I almost did as well. So remember, to surrender to what is being reflected within the solar plexus. So I pulled that card before we started the healing, and that is coming out here now. This is like the radical acceptance. We need to surrender to what is, and it's reflecting within the solar plexus. Not what was supposed to be, not what was meant to be, not what we wish it was, to what is. And go from that space out. So I'm taking like this light and I'm drawing it to the center of the solar plexus. And as I said that, I feel a lot of debris within the solar plexus rising. It feels like really murky and mucky and a little bit of like pain, almost like pressure, like somebody's starting to squeeze on my stomach area on the right side. That's kind of what it feels like. So I'm bringing in, I need to draw down that golden light. I'm being prompted to draw down the golden light. And then I see an Ankh. So remember, Tatanka is doing the Ankh now. He's doing it on our heart. I can see it in my mind's eye. So this is really helping mine too, because my visions are like, boom. So I'm drawing this down into the golden light into our solar plexus. And it's starting to really push out some muck there. And then I actually see the Saint Genevieve, and even a little bit of like Saint Germain, but he doesn't have this violet flame, but they're like scraping the solar plexus. So they're almost like using this tool, and they're like scraping clean the solar plexus. Surrender to what is and leave the past behind. There's also a little bit of compass turning, so you got to focus inward at this time, you guys. We should be focusing inward. Everything should bounce off the inward reflections, like what's going on inside, and then deal with the outside from that point. Ow. Oh. Oh. The solar plexus is important, especially for the new earth. But in general, it's really being activated, especially through the summer solstice in this month. It's a heart activator. Also, solar plexus is being reflective in it. So we need to be very mindful. And then into July, the solar plexus is really going to own stake. Okay, so if we are not centered from our soul light out, if we are not living our purpose of our soul, our light is being cut off. Because the new earth is not the matrix. We cannot focus on money. We cannot focus on fear, the past, the future. We cannot focus on matrix reality. We have to focus on love. Love should be our guide for everything. And it is a different transition. And as I say that, I feel like this huge yucky in my solar plexus. Just yucky. And it's moving from the right side to the center. It's very stubborn energy. And it even has some like black feelers in it. So I'm going to really move this out. And Saint Germain is starting to bring in the violet flame. So it's coming in from the top of the solar plexus as I'm kind of undoing this entangled debris deep within the solar plexus. At the same time, I'm drawing up the soil from the earth into the solar plexus. And there is no time but the present. So if you come here and you're like, I gotta hurry, I gotta go, sometimes we do have life, but I'm just saying, make sure you focus on you every day. Make sure you are connecting to the divine every day in big ways. Make sure you are releasing the shackles that bind and radical acceptance, right? So surrendering to what is, whatever those heart nudges are, without excuses or allowing the shadow to take you away from it. And that's not always easy, trust me. Sometimes it takes strength we didn't even know we had. But if you just drop in and be still, you'll find that strength. So there's a little bit also the the matrix wall here within the solar plexus, not the virus one, just the matrix in general that I'm removing. Deep-seated programming, some fear here. So what I'm hearing is like external interference also is coming through here. So we're removing all energies that don't belong. And the violet flame is starting to really work its way down slowly through the solar plexus. Whoa. And now you're getting a green ankh on your heart space from Tatanka. It's light. He's taking light with his finger and drawing a beautiful green ankh. And he's getting this light from the god portal at Fiji. And the pyramid there that I activated. This is a big deal. Okay. For those that actually accept this and participate and take it seriously, you become a warrior of God. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? That's what those represent. Warrior spirit, warrior activation, the power of God, the power of Christ, the power of love, the protection of Christ. But you can't mock what I do. Okay. You have to hold space for it. At least hold space, even if you don't fully believe, be open to it. Be a part of it. Participate. Be there. Show up. Show care. Change the dialect from darkness and judgment to light and love, and don't leave. And that is a warrior of God. He is calling forth all warriors at this time. So I feel like I'm standing in front of the council now, and I just turned pure white, and I'm holding my staff, and I'm like, boom, like like I'm, hear me now, I'm speaking, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's like warriors unite. Like I hear it in the energy, just drawing in the heart, drawing in the light. Warriors unite. And I hear more cracking of the trees. There's more expansion of the trees. They truly are evolving right now as we speak. I literally processed the death of theirs today, which I didn't see coming. The trees are evolving right now as we speak. They are holding pure divine Christ light because the 144,000 did not unite as they should have. The shadow has been wreaking havoc. So it's kind of like helping to draw insight into that. And why is this coming out in the solar plexus? Because we're all connected, right? The solar plexus is our soul reflection, right? We live vicariously through our soul there. This is also where we manifest from, in truth. Very big time, right? Solar plexus is super important. So I'm going to expand it at this time, and we're going to drop the violet flame really deeply into the layers of the solar plexus. All that it is to help transmute in the soil from the earth, drawing up into it to purify iron-rich, mineral-rich detoxification. And then the water to come up and help nurture and grow and remove any debris as well. And then deeper with the violet flame, deep to the core of our solar plexus. Like deep, like it is very vibrant and burning out from the inside out through the solar plexus. So like waves of violet flame just coming from the center out, transmuting. Going from the center out, like this flame is from the center out. Sandalphon comes to me as a seraphim angel. He is repairing the telepathic portal, removing debris. And now I'm starting to drop down from the solar plexus towards the navel and the sacral, which is your belly button and your reproductive area. And I can actually feel it. I'm going to drop some mineral-rich soil now up into your gonads, your whatever you have, testes, fallopian tubes, doesn't matter, into your physical body parts, okay, that relate to the sacral. Your pancreas, into the spleen is being reflected here as well. So I'm drawing a lot of mineral-rich soil, iron-rich soil to help detox all of these components. Your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, your gallbladder, your colon, your intestinal tract, your stomach, your reproductive system, male or female. Prostate gland, as I'm hearing, I need to focus on. And then the violet flame is dropping further through the solar plexus even more. And transmutes like, whoo, transmuting all of that does not align, that does not belong. It's beautiful. And now we're dropping light through the umbilical cord connection, right? I like this too from Father's Day, especially because fathers are a part of that. They truly are a part of that genome. They're part of that genetic creation. They're part of the blood flow. They're part of everything. They're part of the heart of creation of life. It's masculine and feminine. And I'm getting a lot of chills going up my leg as I'm speaking this. It is not just about a mother. It is a mother and father. It is God and mother. It is Father Earth, Father Sky and Mother Earth. It is masculine and feminine aligned. And so that is coming through the umbilical cord of creation. But I'm good at it, I don't want to be without my twin flame. I don't want to be without the masculine. We don't. We need both. We need both. And then I see a field of birth, like just beautiful flowers coming up, and they're all blue. They're all blue, masculine reflective. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. So we're getting a masculine healing through the umbilical cord today. I like that. And then down through that with the violet flame as well. So the violet flame is now starting to come down towards the bottom of the solar plexus and into the navel connection. Whoa. Oh. Wow, you guys, ever since I undid that throat, it's like so free. That was horrible. All right. The crystalline bench is reflective again. It's kind of changing one more time. So your crystals, either a new one is coming in to add to it or it's changing completely, whatever that is. So you might want to pay attention. It could go from crystal to wood. It just depends on what you need. And you don't have to recognize it at all. It's just happening either way. It truly is. So the bench that I brought up that you're sitting upon is changing one more time for the bottom half of this cleansing. And I'm going to bring more soil into the navel and into the sacral at this time from the earth. There's a lot of debris going on here towards like the navel and sacral area. So I'm just taking my time to tune in. Take a deep breath. Release it out, and don't allow your mind to take over. Remember to track your focus down your body, either to your heart or all the way down to your feet, and continually hearing my voice. Saint Germain again, starting at the crown with the violet flame, and he's going to go down again, all the way through your energy to where we're at with the violet flame, transmuting, releasing, and removing. And now you are getting an Ankh of yellow light on the solar plexus from Tatanka. And then again into the solar plexus with the violet flame, deeper transmuting here, taking it deeper. And from the solar plexus to your auric field that's connected to your solar plexus as well with that violet flame, taking it deeper. Allow it to burn away all energy that does not belong. Give yourself permission to be free. Very stubborn energy here that I just kind of went back up to the solar plexus. It's reflecting through, but I feel like it's related to the sacral as well. So connection there, but it's quite intense, pressure-filled energy. So I'm going to focus on that. I need to draw in the sunlight. So it's like taking a little sliver of the sun, and I'm going to put it into the solar plexus there. And then I see that reflecting through the snake on my head and my staff filled with sunlight. It's a big deal. And we're going to call all our power back at this time. From this space, presence, in time, space-time continuum, from this energy placement at this moment, I call back all power that has been taken, forsaken, and released and given freely. I call it back now through the energetic twines completely, calling it back from every space and every moment, every frequency release, calling back all power, cleansed and purified through heaven's gates of creation, cleansed and purified through divination, divine energetic flow and creation, cleansed and purified, and through the connection of the north, east, south, and west, fully healed and aligned back to the north, calling all power back through this energetic source. So we can see where we're giving our power away, especially. So I'm being prompted to draw in blue kyanite to the solar plexus. Ooh, I actually found mine with my eyes closed. So here it is. And the frequency of 275. Ooh. And again, I'm not astrologer based, but I'm a master healer. So I'm actually, the energy of Saturn is coming into the solar plexus and Aquarius as well. This energy which is present. It's like aligning all the stars correctly, all the planetary energy within your solar plexus, aligning and removing any muck and debris, allowing you to use the powers that be to create effortlessly from the inside out. Also removing financial blockages here within the solar plexus. And more with the violet flame. So when I went down into the sacral, it triggered back up into the solar plexus. So that's why I went back up. So just understand that. But we're still kind of in the energy of the sacral also. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop it straight into the roots. So I'm going to connect all of those, the root, the sacral, the navel, the solar plexus now. And it will connect all the way up as well. But these are a big focus all at one time. And I'm going to draw the soil of the earth up into those mineral rich, iron rich. And then from the crystalline grid, the light of the divine. Wow. So I was drawn to the earth for a moment. I see like cracks opening up on her surface and light and energy releasing. Just these beautiful cracks, like boom, something open. And then light and energy is like, oh, thank goodness. I can breathe. I can breathe. Now I'm taking the 275 hertz through the sacral and into the root as well. And Saint Germain is bringing the violet flame all the way down now through the entirety of your lower connections. So he will also go through the Earth Star chakra and into your feet. And then we'll do the whole entire system one last time, okay? So it's going through the navel, the sacral, and into the root with the violet flame. And it's expanding out from the center, like whoosh, like when the breath fuels the flame kind of thing, like vroom, transmuting all that does not align. And he is really, truly sweeping the chakras with the violet flame. You guys, I'm going to say this one more time. If we choose not to release and let go of the matrix, we will anchor in. Even if you've come out of it, you can go back. So be mindful. So I'm seeing some very stubborn energy here. It hits us all. Okay. It is up to you to keep choosing the matrix, or to release the matrix and the love of the divine. Choosing the love of the divine, reflecting only love. Knowing that in the new earth, money is not what drives you. It should never be. It's important, right? But it's not what drives us. It was false. It was part of the matrix. We are abundant in nature. We are manifestors in nature. And when we focus on love, love is the highest frequency of creation. It brings in whatever we need. Okay. When we're aligned with our soul purpose and our soul light and the frequency of the one, we are very powerful creators. So I'm seeing a lot of debris in the root now being removed. So whatever this energy was in the solar plexus for somebody, it's not leaving. I can't get rid of it. I'm like trying one last time. I'm going in there, but somebody's free will is not wanting to let it go. Very stubborn. So I'm just going to go down now. I'm going down through the sacral and the root. Even more. And then the violet flame is really coming through the umbilical cord, right? Our navel. And then into the sacral some more. The violet flame just really transmuting and burning away all that does not align. And then he goes into our auric field, whatever connects to those chakras, okay? And he's burning away all debris at this time, all the way through our root. And beautiful water coming up from the earth to help calm and cool and ease all release. I'm also hearing the words expectations are detrimental. Not good, because what you expect, you will block what's true and you will create that expectation. Or if it doesn't align at all, it just blocks everything, and then it creates chaos. So now I'm really feeling the violet flame going all the way through our system, all the way below our root chakra, and beginning to go into our earth star chakra, which is below the root chakra, okay? It's between you and the earth. And this violet flame is just working its way through all and transmuting everything. Now he's taking his time with this final transmutation because whatever aligns in our higher chakras with our lower is also being cleansed and transmuted. Our auric field, whatever aligns within each chakra, is also individually and repeatedly being cleansed and transmuted and upgraded and purified. And your connection to the psychic reality, the divination, divine creation is heightened and opened if you choose to leave it that way. So there's a little pressure in my head. There's a little headache. Make sure you stay hydrated. Very much so after this. It's a detox also. So you're going to want to drink lots of water to flush out any toxins. All right. So as he's finishing with the violet flame, I'm just going to one last time draw up the energy from the crystalline grid all around you and through you to anchor you into the highest timeline, the highest plane possible for you at this time. And I'm going to also put a bubble of white light around you with mirrors surrounding you so that you see your truths reflected at all times, and whatever doesn't belong is reflected back to them at all times, okay? So you don't take on what is not of you. Heal whatever reflects to you. Also something with the violet flame on the wrists and the palms again. So we're whoa, I'm seeing it cleanse that space. Now he's going to go up from the ground up with the violet flame to end it out. Okay, so we worked our way down all the way to the earth. And now we're going to take the violet flame and we're going to slowly draw it up from your feet. And this is going to affect everything. One last purification of the entirety of you with the violet flame. Time to leave the past behind. I choose to release all of David as well and only connect with my new Deanne. And for all of mankind to do the same. There's something missing there because he didn't step up and to redeem that. So there's like a void. There's like a hole. It's an emptiness. And so I'm trying to fill in light here. I'm cleansing this space with the violet flame. Cleansing whatever debris is between him and I that keeps us apart. Cleansing the space of any shadow components that got in and mucked up the heart. Cleansing any damage that has been done from David to this time. Removing all shadow that does not align. And understanding that we truly are love and the power of another kind. The importance of the individual soul together. Very important at this time. All right, so Tatanka has finished up. You got quite a few different onks on you today of light. And the violet flame is just finishing up now and working its way through and out of your energy one last time. Saint Genevieve is like putting a flower at your feet and walking away. And your crystal bench, whatever it was in the end, is now starting to dissipate and return back to the earth. So I want you just taking your focus to your heart, to your chest. Oh, that was nice. So there's more releasing. It came from the solar plexus to the throat and out. Oh, yeah. Time to make your dreams a reality. We cannot play in a world that does not align. God is different. Being in your full power. Somebody actually threw up that they didn't expect the new earth to be this way. And that was quite painful. That was quite hurtful because it's what you make it. You can't bring the matrix into the new earth. It's actually much more beautiful than we can imagine. We are just afraid to let go of what we're familiar with in this lifetime. But the new earth is nothing to mock at, to squawk at. It's a blessing. It's a gift. And it's something that should be treated that way. Okay. It's about love. It's about joy. It's about pure divine creation. It's about who we are in the eyes of the Creator and the One. And anything else that doesn't align to that must go. There's no more control and fear and division and money creation. So money became more important than everything. Okay. And that is not the way the new earth works. The new earth is love based. You anchor in from love. You shine from love. You reflect love. You be love. You focus from the love creation of the soul purpose from the one of you. Everything else that is not that must go. Freedom, creation is all within you. It's being in your full power. If you're not ready for that, then you're not ready for the new earth. It's a blessing and a gift, and it should never be mocked or looked down upon or judged. That's all matrix. People aren't seeing the return of Christ. They think the earth did this. Everybody thinks they did this. They didn't. They helped raise the vibration. They're helping change the reality of their own creation. They either rise to the new earth or not. But regardless of you, the new earth will happen either way. It's already been done through what my DM and I did. Christ returned. And that needs to be reflected and respected. And that is the final message that I'm hearing from Saint Germain. So he is now closing off the violet flame and stepping away. Now I'm bringing just a bunch of forgiveness in and pure divine love to end this one out. So I just want you to relax. Draw your attention now to your feet and the earth beneath your feet. Even if you're in a home, it doesn't matter. The earth is somewhere down there. So just take your focus to that. I'm going to make sure you're grounded. I'm going to make sure you're centered and aligned and quite protected at this time. Now take a deep breath in and release if you participated. And I'm starting to pull back my energy and cut it off completely from you. Just drawing what's mine to me, what's yours to you, all power back completely, removed all that doesn't align, transmuted with the violet flame, purified, activated, and detoxed today. There was quite a bit that happened here. It's very layered. So please drink lots of water, listen to your body, and allow the releasing to continue because it will continue. I am now cutting off my energy from this space. We are removing the intent from the pyramidal flow for this healing purpose. All the angels are now stepping away. Tatanka's gone. And just start focusing back in you, drawing your focus up your feet, your ankles. You can wiggle your feet, drawing them into your knees, your thighs, your calves. Now, if some of you didn't fully go into this meditation and you were commenting, you may not need to do that so much. But if you were truly engulfed and with me the whole way, take your time to realign and come to. Okay? And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Down to only one person left, it says. So if you did receive this healing, thank you for being here. Yes, it was beautiful and much needed, huh, Amy? Thank you for staying through the entirety. I see Lisa had to go for an appointment. That's fine. I do encourage you to do it again. Whatever it is, just take it seriously, right? Stay with it. Stay the course. Do it again if need be. Wherever there is resistance, it's always something trying to block something that big that needs to be, okay? 444, right when I said that. Happy Father's Day to all involved. Again, I didn't want to forget that. I don't have a father, so it's not a focus of mine, and my kids don't either. So I told God, Happy Father's Day. And all of you, same to you that have the father in you. Now, if you're a mother, father too, like me, I'll take it, even though I can't replace it. So much love to all of you that actually do participate, that stay the course, that make it to the end. If you watch this later and make it to the end, it'd be nice if you let me know. If you do, thank you. I love you. Okay? Be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. These healings are very real, and they work through you. So as long as you allow them to be, they're going to be magnificent. All right? So much love. Happy Father's Day. The message, I love how it came through the entire healing. I love that. You're so welcome, Amy. Love you too. Thank you for being you. And I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Amy in Patreon for the 20th and the 21st. I think I can go live in there, so I might be doing live healings in there. I'll let you know. Okay. Either way, we've got the full moon coming. And the summer solstice. I'll do something for both. Okay. In Patreon. You're welcome to join that. I do healings every month with Sekhmet and Horus energy, sun and the moon, because the return of Christ is real. And it's all here, so it's very powerful. So they're good. All right. So much love. I will see you guys later. Thank you for being here. Remember, this is timeless and for everybody. See you later. Bye.